Well, hello and welcome to Stop Let's Team Up. I'm Ross Aiken and I'm here with Kirby Evans, and we're going to going to be talking about the Fantastic Four. Yes, it's four for four time. Say hey, Kirby.
Hi, Russ. Yeah, right. And we are back for our 17th episode. And, we got some good stuff today.
Oh yeah, we do. Um, I want to talk about. I do. There's some of this I really love it. Some of I didn't. It's only. I think these issues is the only second time I've read them ever.
Yeah.
And some stuff I caught on the second read. I don't think I caught on the first read, but we're going to be covering issues 61 through 64 of the Fantastic Four. Um, Kirby, can you give us we're going to start with 61. So can you give us a pertinent date on 61?
It's clobbering time!
All right. Number 61. Where Stalks the Sandman has a cover date of April 1967 and on sale date of January 10th, 1967. Our creative team is, of course, Stan Lee, writer, Jack Kirby, penciler, inker, Joe Sinnott, letterer Sam Rosen, with the covers being, Jack and Joe, and our editor is again Stan Lee. And I guess Marvel at this time didn't really keep track of who was coloring their comic.
Fantastic Four 61. Where stalks the Sandman? The team returns to the Baxter building only to find it has been infiltrated by the Sandman, who is now sporting a high-tech suit that enhances his elemental powers. During the intense battle, the villain releases a poisonous gas that forces Reed Richards to open a portal to the negative zone to clear the air. In a tragic turn of events, the suction pulls Reed through the gateway, leaving his teammates to watch in horror as he drifts towards certain doom.
It's clobbering time!
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover, I think.
It,
I really like it.
I do too. Again, Joe, I think helps make the Sandman look really, really good.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good everywhere in this book, but on here it's really good. And I kind of like this Sandman costume a little more than I thought I would.
Like,
Um, but I have issues the way it looks in the two issues.
sure.
Like he doesn't have anything on, kind of. It's not consistent. And I look at that, but I was looking at it in the omnibus size and went, oh yeah, that's you're not supposed to see that close. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't mind the new costume.
I,
It's it's not a bad costume.
yeah, it definitely signifies like, okay, this is now Jack Kirby's Sandman, and he's in the sci-fi universe of the Fantastic Four. He's not in like the crime world of Spider-Man stories anymore. So I think
Yeah,
like
so
the costume really helps signify that.
yeah, it is a very Kirby costume.
Hmm.
It's almost as if you're going to do, but I don't mind it. You know, do love this cover though. The sand looks good. They all look good, and it's just that they Kirby and Sinnott are such a good pair. You tell
Yeah.
them it's got to be a cover, and they're gonna. I don't know if they're putting more effort into it, but this was one of my favorite covers of this
Of
the
this,
four we're doing. Yeah.
yeah.
And we're also going into a section of this that I really enjoyed as the cosmic Marvel fan, because we're getting into the Kree lore is being added, which will
Yeah.
be basically there. And the FF's kind of ballywick, and will eventually become more an Avengers thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Again, this is well, we'll save it more for when we hit that issue. But because our or begins with Reed just having one of his devices just launching at Ben and almost killing him. And again, good Kirby tech design on was it the Atom Igniter? And I really like the posing on Ben there on that
yeah,
opening splash.
yeah. I've thought the all the is it all four issues? Are they there's something to do with machinery or lab equipment going wrong, or
It,
of all four of
it,
the issues?
it's a pretty strong runner to be sure.
It was like, God, why is he bench pressing that big giant Hubble Space Telescope thing over his head? Why do you have a machine that big? How did you get it in? Makes no sense. It's like the geography of Oh God, in Kurtzman Trek, the turbo lifts. It's like every time it's in the movies too. It's like stop it. Don't try to explain it. It's you're just making it worse.
Yeah.
There's no sense to this. The TARDIS isn't that big. What the hell? But yeah, I like it. And Sue's I don't know if there's some a little bit of the sexism towards Sue gets a little heightened in this issue in the next couple. She's
Yeah.
swooning here. It's like, guys, for a couple you were okay.
Then,
Um,
then you backtracked for some reason, and I got nothing.
I
Why?
think a lot of it does is my Sue. The Sue I like is once that like burning them in the 80s started to go, she's the most powerful.
Yeah.
He's as smart as any of them. They wouldn't, it's like, yes, they took the guy, the teenage brother, her teenage brother up in space. It's like, well, that, yes, yes. Yeah, but he could fix a car engine. That's why was Johnny on the trip? What was
I,
his expertise except being a smelly teenager?
we've talked about that, and there's no good answer. There
Mm.
really isn't. But at least here, it's like, okay, she's gonna throw the force field around Reed to try and save themselves. So it's like, okay, that's at least something. Uh, what is it? Ben takes the full force of the blast just to destroy the thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
but even then, like Sue's the one who actually finally, breaks the thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I love that. Those two panels at the bottom of two, Kirby Crackle.
Yep, love it.
Yeah. It and the coloring. The I wish I had my omnibus right in front of me so I could compare it because that's going to be a little bit closer to the comic book.
Yep.
Especially, yeah, that's what is it? It's in volume three. Yeah, no, volume three. So yeah, this the coloring. I enjoy it. I think the art's really tight in this one because even on the next page, it's still what. Oh my God, it's two more pages of shit not working in that building.
Yep. Oh, and as like Reed like deduces by the end of page 2, it's like, oh, someone's sneaking around in here and we can't see them. Because
Yeah.
was it like Ben gets like two anti-grav devices like on his front back, so he's spinning around, and it's like, tough as
Yeah.
he is, you can't do that to your internal organs, buddy.
Uh, I don't want to see what it's like when Ben throws up.
Oh.
um,
Uh, but the last panel on page 4 is one of my favorite all-time Ben and Reed interactions. How's about cluing me in on what's going on here in 25 words or less, huh? I wish I could, Ben. All we can be sure of is that some unknown foe is stalking us right here in our own headquarters. Congratulations, mister. Why why do you say that? You held it down to 25 words, right on the button. I'm
oh
sorry.
my
I just
God.
love that. That's for as
That's
much. Yeah.
that is TV or movie character banter.
Yep. Because I don't know if you could put a gun to my head if I could count the amount of words you just said.
Oh yeah.
But it's fun. It's cute, and we get a nice break. It's a nice like commercial break before we come back to the Silver Surfer here.
Yes. Where he is still in Latveria in his cell, and two guards are sitting there, leaned back in their cell, a gun, and and torturing him
Ta
with a big giant poster of space.
yeah. It guys, don't torture the Silver Surfer. Don't taunt the man.
Poor, oh, miss, you're gonna slap him around. And I'm like, I'm reading this and going, and kind of going pen to pen. I mean, going, wait a minute. Did he get his power back at the end of the last one, or is he still powerless? I couldn't remember, I couldn't really
Right, right,
remember.
right.
And then, so he's getting beat up, and then the surfboard shows up, and he's like, boom, I got my power back.
And I am just leveling this castle. He has killed a
Yeah,
bunch of
I,
Latvian guards.
yeah, because it's like normally they'll put words in like I'll make sure I've evacuated the building. That's an editor adding that line into a comic because you can't. Why? Well, you just had to collapse the building. Yeah, it doesn't mean they died. Doesn't mean they didn't die. Um, but
Yeah,
it's great that panel, page 6, the right hand upper panel where he's holding his surfboard. I'm really starting to think Kirby's surfer is moving up for
it's
me.
a look. anyone who knows comics knows that Jack Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only real Silver Surfer.
God. Uh, no, I wouldn't. I like Marshall Rogers one a lot.
I know. Sorry, I was doing what is it, Crimson Tide? Like
Yeah,
that whole
Crimson
scene.
Tide,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. But
I'm not
that's like,
surprised he held that version, hit that here, held that view.
yeah, no.
Um,
And look,
um, go ahead.
oh no, no, I was just gonna say, look, if Denzel Washington wants to tell me Jack Kirby Silver Surfer is the only real one, I'm not arguing with the man.
No, hey, man, it's Mobius isn't a bad choice either, though. I mean,
He did 2 issues though. We're
I
talking
know.
like you want
Yeah.
to say
Oh, I
Marshall
agree with that.
Rogers,
It cannot be
Buscema?
the best. No, it's got to,
No.
you have to do a run of it.
Yep.
You have to do at least a handful of their appearances.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby's thing is that he never did it his own as a series.
I know.
That gives Mott Rogers and some of the other ones is, there's a volume of work. I think, but I mean, I
Prime
think
Limb.
also think Engelhart and Starlin and Mars were given really good artists to draw
Yeah.
the book for them. So it's like that, it's also the writer because I think the Stan Silver Surfer is I think it's some of his better writing. I
Yeah, I
think
cannot
I
wait to
think
read it.
it's good. It's good. I mean, it's still Silver Age, just beautiful though. It's John.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say it's
John,
Buscema,
glorious
yeah.
John. Yeah, I think it's as good as his Conan, especially his early
Ooh.
Conan. Yeah. Oh no, but his early Conan is so good. I
It's
mean, I think all of his Conan is. I just think maybe I just seen a lot of it, you know. But let's back to Jack. Okay, so the next page they're trying to figure out what's ever going wrong, and they go into space time chamber, and then all of a sudden being drowned in sand.
Yeah, and I really like because it's like no that makes sense that this would incapacitate all of them because you know there's a certain point where you can't breathe
Yeah, and it's
anymore.
also wet sand is heavy and it's
Yeah,
pressing them down. It's probably making it hard for them to stand, which is going to make them sink even deeper.
and like even Ben goes like we fought Galactus, we fought Doc Doom, and this is how we're gonna die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's choking on that. But I like how he just takes one punch, and it opens a wall, and the sand comes out. So thank God, Reed builds stuff that is paper thin.
Yeah,
Um, or no, he's the thing. I just don't know where it's that it's I was like, oh, wait, don't worry about it. It just did. And I like the sound. I like the sound it makes when he breaks over. Blonk, blonk. And then
uh,
I like this is how they just get, I would imagine being hit with sand at tornado speed would have just shredded them.
yeah, like that would actually kill you. It
Yeah,
really
it would
would.
actually kill you. But it's the middle panel is great. And then you see, the bodice of the costume and all the sand pouring into it. It takes him a second to realize that it's the Sandman.
Yep. Because what is it? Reed, now it all fits together. It can only be one man, but I never saw that nutty costume before. Hang the costume. We know who we're up against. It should have been obvious right from the start. The Sandman. And it's like good. Like he's been off the table since like 57. So okay,
Has it been
again,
that
we're
long? Okay.
yeah, so A, B, C plots here.
Yeah.
So like
And then we
Silver
get a good on top of page 9, right ahead panel. That's the best. I can't wait till he shows up in Hulk in this costume when it's Trimpy and Severin.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it looks really good when they do it. But I like this. It's a very 60s costume. You know what I mean?
It's a very Jack 60s costume to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
sure.
Because I think you would tidy that up nowadays.
Oh yeah.
But I think you could tie. I like the mask. It's just an
It
eye mask, and his ears it goes around the ears and then around the head.
yep.
I
Uh
yeah.
I sometimes I do kind of refer to this as his gimp mask, but
It is. Listen, the only thing is missing is a ball in his mouth. I
it
mean, that's really that's it's so. But and I even like the color scheme. I mean, it's hard to do a good. Every costume can't. Not every costume can be reds and blues and
no.
yellows, which are more brighter colors. I think the dark green, that lime green, and the black and white trim is is nice. It's nice.
Yep. And again, one thing, as the fight starts with page on, page 9 and 10, it's like I feel like they're showing that no, Sandman is a legitimate threat, and it's to the point where it's like, how did this guy just not kill Spider-Man at various points?
Yeah, no joke. I mean, and it makes sense. It's the reason why she's powerful. It's the reason why other some of the heroes who have a just a Medusa has it too. It has just a certain kind of power. They're moving something else around to knock you down and stuff like that. And they're more powerful than you think. And I mean, especially Sue, because she could just decide to visualize a small ball in the middle of your brain and then enlarge it instantly. And then
Yeah,
or just, make invisible threads go through your eyeballs or something.
yeah.
How creepy could be.
Uh, though this is one of the, like, normally a lot of like the Sue backward stuff I tend to blame on Stan, but here they do have Sue, or Jack does have Sue run through the sand, invisible, but it's like you can still see her footprints here.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Like
that's
it
the
makes
one
sense.
drawback of her power in some
Yeah,
ways is.
yeah. Uh, what is it? The and Sandman has like upgraded himself to where it's like he can do chemical, like kind of inject himself with like chemicals to like have his sand do some different stuff to where,
Yeah, it
as
turned
Sue's
into
running
adhesive.
away,
Yeah.
he turns, yeah, so she's slipping down. Reed does one solid punch right into his like where his stomach should what was, and
Or
really good
sternum,
stuff
right?
there.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
really do like that panel
Yeah, I do too.
on
And
page
I
11
think
of
I
yeah.
I twinged a little bit. One time I tried to scare my sister, hid in the closet and jumped out at her and went boo, and she punched me right in the sternum. That hurt like all get out. And that's basically what Reed just did. But I liked it. I like his
Hmm.
maniacal laugh panel up above too.
Yep.
He's really this guy's ugly. I see that's another reason I wish he was an Avenger. Having someone in there that just looked like he'd been pounded.
Yeah. And like Jack just knows how to draw an ugly mug is really what
Yeah.
he does.
Well, I think it's
The,
people were more hardened back there.
yeah, they
Guess I
were. Okay, so then we get a nice another little break of, here's the Inhumans, picking that plot back up. So,
yeah,
and
this
again,
and I'm really
we're
interested. I'm this being only the second time through. I'm digging this stuff.
yep, and again, like they know, unlike I think there was the last issue where it really interrupted, where Stan and Jack have done the breakups and the plotting. It's like this makes more sense. This feels like an action beat break. Let's catch this plot line back up. As what Crystal and Lockjaw are going to try and find Johnny, and where to go but the Metro U ESU football game. And we were talking Howard Cosell on the DC Comics Presents issue. All I could hear of this sports announcer was just a Howard Cosell riff.
I like her costume in this one. This is a good costume.
Oh yeah, yeah, this is really good. Again, I really do like Crystal. It's a nice. Is it supposed to be like the things on her legs? Is that supposed to be like her tunic hanging down? Is that what it is, or is it
Yeah, I
something
think
else?
she's got like a blouse on, and that's the
Okay,
bottom of it. Or a jack, or it looks like a skirt, but it's just part of her upper piece.
yeah.
And Wyatt Wingfoot just happens to be there,
Well,
which is great. I
like
like every time. I like it when Wyatt's around.
yeah, and it makes sense that he's finally back on the football team after. Actually, I'm not sure how he's back on the football team because he and Johnny were just gone for a bit, and it's like, how did you not get
Well, I
cut?
think he's on the sidelines because he's not he's got a jacket with a hood over. He ain't dressed to play. He's just dressed to sit out there.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And
That,
at
that
the exact moment, Crystal hears on the radio that the Baxter building's attacked.
Yep. It's like it's still being broadcast. That's why Johnny's not here, but because he's already flying over the space. And again, I'm seeing this. If I'm a civilian seeing this stuff coming out of the Baxter building, I'm moving to freaking Iowa or something. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not being anywhere near this.
You read an FFF and you really start to understand why the landlord at the beginning wanted him out. Because, like, Christ, man, this
Yeah.
building's going to be worthless. It gets shot, pulled into space. It gets blown up. Becomes a portal to an evil dimension. All that stuff. Um, I do like seeing Johnny flying through the city. Seems like for a while they hadn't had that.
Yeah. and it's really good. It's like, look, isn't that the Human Torch? Well, it sure ain't Smokey the Bear. I'm like, okay, that's a cute little. It's cute enough.
Yeah.
What in the Sam Hill is going on up there? Whatever it is, you bet the Torch will take care of it. You guys, I think, are vastly overestimating how much Johnny contributes to the team sometimes.
Yeah, it's an up and down thing. It's an up and
Yeah,
down scale. Right now, he's got pervert stash. It's still
yeah.
bugging. It's really
Uh,
you're not Sam Elliott.
no.
Um, you can't pull it's an odd facial look for Johnny. I like, with Johnny coming back, we have to start another fight with the Sandman. See Johnny fight him.
Yeah,
Um, uh,
which good.
yeah,
You know, because I think barring that annual, this is really one of the first times he's no, never mind. What am I thinking? He was fighting the Doctor Doom all the time too.
yeah, yeah.
But like this issue just flows really well, and for a second I was thinking like, well, couldn't Johnny turn him into the Sandman into glass?
Into
But
glass.
yeah,
And
but
that's what I was thinking during it.
yeah,
Just superheat it, dude, and then shatter him. You're gonna do that. A couple people are gonna do that to him. That and the absorbing it. Oh shit! I touched glass.
yep,
um, but I like this whole second fight. You get a whole nother fight scene. So action and tell. You get show and tell here. I love it when he goes to the 4 panel pages every so often for fight scenes and to give you snapshots. And it's basically for me, it's like a quick cut in my
yep.
brain.
Yep, it is really good, and that was one of my notes. Is that like both of these fights are just like Jack knows exactly what to do, and he really knows how to play with the powers
Yeah, he
all
does.
going on here, and I think it's really appreciated.
Yeah. I think, and and the change because it's like the color. It starts with just Kirby Crackle, and then there's a yellow hue because of the sand, and then there's the green light.
As
Those three
Reed opens,
panels, and then the Reed being thrown out into the negative zone. It's just all the choices. The face at the bottom of 18 of Sandman with all the green energy going through his face.
looks really good. Like that's a Jack Kirby. Like that's a like, hey, what does Jack Kirby art look like on a when he's doing simple stuff, but it still looks really good.
Yeah, that's the kind of image when people are doing their homage or going, I'm gonna do my Kirby book. I'm gonna do my Kirby comic.
Yep,
And they do that. It's when they do that silhouette, two color. It's basically just a 2 color image of the person with some Kirby crackle in the back,
yep.
which is always good to see. I love that page. I mean, this is some of these four, all four of them are going to be a little bit like this. I think Stan and Jack have found a rhythm.
They are in peak rhythm
Yeah,
territory
their peak
here.
rhythm. The rhythm changes from time to the rhythm is changed over the time, but it's always just because you're writing a more complex story now. And as you get further, a little more complex. But when they go from Silver Age into the Bronze Age, and they're creating all of that right now. And I think it's so pretty. I think, Reed getting thrown in the negative zone. This is a big deal. I forgot this was, I always thought about the later one where they battle the Brute.
Right.
But this one was way earlier. And when I read it the first time, I said, oh, this first Blastaar.
Blastaar.
Uh,
What I
which,
really like about this cliffhanger is it does resolve the main issue, like or the main conflict in this issue, but it also sets up the next issue. So it's doing double lifting here, and I think that's really good storytelling.
yeah, it's weird to see a comic end with a cliffhanger that is on a page with like 7 panels, 8 panels. It's all a conversation. It's like, but it's a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, you see that at the end of a cliffhanger on TV. Go, what do? We go, and then to be continued.
yep.
And how melodramatic the three of them are. It's like, Jesus, he's only been out there like 5 seconds. You're writing him off. You're not that stupid.
No, he's dead. He's dead. We can't bring him back. Ben, can we try? Nope, he's dead. He's
Next issue.
gone.
Oh, okay, we can try now.
Yeah.
um,
uh,
I do find those. I do find those endings very much remind me of an old like Star Trek where the big three are talking, sitting around the chair talking shit.
yep.
Uh, all right. let's just move on to the next issue because when we get to the end of the four, we'll do like an overview of all of them. So we're
Yep.
going to move on to 62. Do Kirby, you have the pertinent data for that one?
We have a really good kind of cover here. Even if it looks like one of the people Blastaar is fighting is a Silver Surfer, and he doesn't show up in this issue.
Yeah, he doesn't. I was just thinking that because I was like, I reread these late last night.
Yeah,
One, I love this cover. I
I do
really,
too. I really like it.
I do, and he has the dumbest powers in the world. So it only come out your fingertips. You
Yeah,
know,
well, we'll get there throughout
yeah,
this issue
I
and the
know.
next.
Yeah. But no, I like it, and it's that. I mean, Reed gets thrown into the negative zone like every 2, 3 years.
Yeah, it's a good place to throw him just because it's like, okay, he can't, if he has nothing on him, it's a good place where we don't have to worry about writing a super genius for a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. They do take it. They do throughout their years take him out of the loop so they don't have any science guy because it's always he's the smartest. It's him, Tony, and and
Yeah.
they're the all the big cheeses. I do like it though. I like that it's a different inker. It's nice to see some Jack with other people because I think Giacomo is a good fine inker. I
Yeah, no,
think it's yeah.
yeah,
I
it
mean
looks
he
good.
yeah. It looks solid.
I sure do.
It's clobbering time!
See the okay, I'm just gonna save a little time here. The creative team's all the exact same, except Frank Giacoia inked the cover instead of
Okay.
Senate here, at least according to Mike's. And we
Okay.
have a oh okay.
No,
We have a
no.
cover date of May 1967 and on sale date of February 14th, 1967. And
Fantastic Four 62, and one shall save him. Trapped in the negative zone, Reed Richards faces imminent destruction while his family desperately searches for a way to rescue him. Crystal and Lockjaw bring the inhuman Triton to help as his unique physiology allows him to navigate the void and pull Reed back to Earth. However, they unknowingly bring a passenger back with them, the ruthless warlord Blastaar, who immediately forms an alliance with the waiting Sandman.
It's clobbering time!
Okay, and let's talk splash page. Title O, and one shall save him. Um, and Ben's on his the
Reed
negative
built
zone
a
space telephone.
yeah. I
Reed, man, you would overthink white paint. You would find some this, this like over. This is Reed. Like I was bored one night, couldn't sleep, so I invented this negative zone person to person call phone.
yeah. And how it works is not super clear because okay, Ben having it is fine, but he's talking to Reed who has nothing on him, so it's like, is this picking up his brain waves? What's going on here?
Yeah, that takes a while for them to say what it is, or I guess
Yeah.
they do. I like and how distraught Sue. Well, Sue, her husband, and he's telling you he's not coming back. And we have hindsight that dude, she every third Thursday he's fucking trapped in in negative
Yeah.
zone. Y'all live there, y'all you guys go vacationing there now, whatever. But
Freaking Val was conceived in the negative zone, let's be honest here.
oh yeah,
I do like this little bit where Ben's on the phone talking to Reed, and Johnny's going, "You got him. Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him." And Ben's just like, "Get out of my face, kid."
I know. I thought that too. It's like it's like being the little brother pestering you while what he was talking to dad. Um,
You
but
know,
I do like reading the art's really good in this thing. That's there's a little bit of silvery silliness fallback in some of these. Does that make sense?
yeah, there
There's
is, but
yeah, there.
I'm still here.
No,
There is, but it's like, you know what? I think this is also the first time they've clarified this as the negative zone because I think they were calling it something else for a little bit. So it's like, okay,
yeah,
good.
so that's why this feel okay. That's true. That's true.
But again,
I
we have some good faces. Again, the Sue crying, swooning. We've talked about that enough, and it's
oh
like
my
it's
god.
not great. But I
Yeah,
actually do like Ben's head as he's like hugging her or whatever on page 3.
yeah, because he said two. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it. I think that they're showing that they're really hitting the family stuff a little bit better. Does that make
definitely.
sense?
Yeah.
It's a little more. We can do it long enough. You know what they feel like. These four are very. how tight they are, because they're sometimes their adventures are based. One of us did something, or someone's messing with one of the four of us, so we're just gonna team up to go through. And I like that they brought her back, Crystal back,
So
and
this
locked.
wraps up a years long storyline of like the two of them pining after each other. I'm like, good, I'm done with that story.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's she does everything slow.
Yeah.
Um, I love Quicksilver at the bottom of page 3. Look at his lips.
Uh yeah, what was Lockjaw looking at there that he's licking his lips?
I
I'd
don't
be a little
know.
creeped out.
Yeah. No, that is. All right. Double page spread.
Love it.
Yeah,
It Jack collage time with Reed. I really like how Reed looks in the collage
I do too.
too.
It took me a second to find him because I
Yep.
was just kind of eyeball. I love these things. I know, man, that these. Love it when he did this. I think it worked so well. I don't think enough people did it. It's a very 1960s thing. You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
not, it was a lot of cartoonists would do. It's like rap sampling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take an image and I'm going to
Hmm.
sample it in and make it something different. And that's with all these things. It's like they went and got photographs of different meteorites and photos of moons and geometric. You know what I mean? It looks really good. And the black and white text and texturing of it, of the stars and stuff. There's
It
a lot of handwork in here too.
Yeah, and again, it's like it probably would have been easier to have just drawn it, but it wouldn't have looked as cool.
Yeah. And then there's the trim around the image.
Love it.
It's so gaudy as shit, but it's awesome. It's just great. There are those moments in a Kirby 1960s comic book, Jack Kirby comic book, that you just gotta go, oh yeah, all right. Now he's just showing off. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like, hey, he's got to entertain himself sometimes,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
doing this, and just maybe to even mess around a little bit with Senate, where it's like, okay, you gotta waste your time doing this stuff too.
Yeah, it's so good. We get a big info dump, but it said, oh, it's God, man, what's Sue? Look at the face. We're talking faces. That room of four faces.
It is not like because it's like, what is it? Chris is saying, I think I understand now. Mr. Fantastic, your leader, thank you for that info, is trapped in something you call a negative zone and is being drawn closer and closer to an area which he cannot hope to survive. And Sue's just going, stop it, stop it. It's like, oh, come on, people. Come on.
Yeah. But Crystal's a good friend. She goes over
Yeah.
looking for Black Bolt.
Yeah. And it's like good. Like Crystal's kind of being the most effective one here. And it's like, yeah, no crap, you're gonna have her join the team later on.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting set up for that, aren't they?
I think that's exactly what they are doing here,
Yeah,
whether they realize it or not.
yeah. Well, I like it. Then we cut to these aliens, very Overtron aliens and alien spaceships, which I'm all for with it, Jack. Jack,
Yeah.
show me a machine. And then here they're velcroing this felon, I guess. We'll find out who he is, to an asteroid. And what
You,
is this his death sentence? Why don't you just kill him?
I know it makes no sense, and like especially it's like this is how we're finding out the negative zone has life in it. Okay, and
Yeah, it's just the first life sign in it, isn't it?
yeah, because it's always been just like the Phantom Zone in Superman, and it's like wait, I still haven't read that crossover yet. I wonder if they must
Oh,
reference it too.
I would hope so. That would be cool. I haven't read some of the newer crossover.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for them to come in a collection. I'm this.
yeah.
Um. Oh, so there was a single page in all of these issues. I
Mhm.
didn't show the first. I shared two of them, but we get to page 8.
Yeah, I
The single panel pages in these 4 issues were really good.
really good. And Stan is definitely writing like a little is doing a nice little monologue for Reed of like what humans' legacy is to the next generation and all of that. And it's very kind of Captain Kirk, and I'm kind of here and I'm here for it.
Oh, I think because all of them were like that. The other ones, the single panel pages, they do an info dump. I think Jack gives them enough room. Here, you can do the info dump here,
Yeah.
and whose voice is it? Okay, it's Blastaar. Okay, he's going to be on this page. Reed's going to be hanging onto this asteroid with Blastaar at the bottom. We're going to have this all set up, and I think it works really well. I mean, I think that this page 8, the glare of the light from a distant sun hitting his face, and
Good
does
coloring.
he
And
know
again,
that the guy's on this thing? Did he?
I don't think he does. And before we, well, no, he sees them. Yeah, because he saw the ship or the rocket ship like zoom off, and it's like, crap, I didn't see them. If I knew, I would have tried to have signaled them so I could, try and not die. And the one thing with how Blastaar is drawn, it really reminds me of how like Doomsday was originally like shown in his bodysuit
Yeah,
before he
it's oh
broke
my
out.
God, wait a minute. Shit. I never caught, but that, I think that's not, I don't think that's an accident.
Nope.
Oh man, I never caught that.
Aren't you glad you have me on this show now?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because maybe when it wasn't, it's not cliche. When I read it the first time, it wasn't cliche. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been alive since when it was new and interesting. No, it's, I love this. I love the colors. It's very, how bright is the red in what you read?
It is a pretty, it is a like it's like a dark red, but it's still a very like clearly like red. And I really again like the coloring, and I wish again that Marvel kept better track of their colorists because, like you were saying, with the light hitting Reed's face and all that, that is what a good colorist should do.
Yeah, and that again, what I said about the four color thing is it's not space accurate. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you have hints of everything. I like the blue and yellow stars. I guess that's what's in the background.
Yeah, and it's the negative zone. It doesn't actually exist, so Jack can play and go nuts with it. And I'm
Yeah,
again all here for it. It if I were to guess, if you spent the most time on this page, it wouldn't shock me.
yeah. No, 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 no. It's one. It's a beauty. I would love to see what it would look like if you could lift off the word bubbles and then someone touch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a very cool image. I like it a lot. Then we go to the next aisle where terrorists in a submarine with color coordinated uniforms. They all look good. They're all snappy and they're orange and black, brown, orange and purple.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and their big ray cannon. Ray Cannon sounds like a detective in a dime novel.
Oh, oh God, that is absolute Ray Cannon.
Or a 70s TV cop procedural.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, they're trying to get, are they trying to get through the barrier? Yeah, they're trying to invade the
Yeah,
Inhumans.
it is so weird. And I'll be honest, I think this scene goes on just a little too long. It feels more like a backdoor pilot aspect again for the Inhumans than like
Yeah, it
just a little
does.
touch in for like the last issue, the 2 pages with them was fine. This, I think, just kind of drags a little bit.
I do too. I don't, I mean, it looks good. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah.
Jack. These are some great bad, God, man, everyone's, that is, I would see these bad guys. I like the color. I even like the mix of colors, purple and
Yeah.
orange. Um,
Yep.
but I know what you mean. It is, and but they're getting this is going to get Triton where he needs to be. Because we're seeing like AB. Please see that. What I
Yep.
like in this era is there's always someone with them when they go on these adventures now, whether it be Wyatt. Now it's going to be Crystal, and then it's going to be Crystal and Triton.
Yep.
That people just end up living in the building, and I kind of like it. It's like a for other aliens and superheroes of a certain type go and hang out at the Baxter building. That's their like, I need a break. Can I come and stay at the Baxter building? I'll help you
Yep.
on adventures. I've just been through a lot. You know,
Yeah,
like
and again, I like the Inhumans more as FF supporting characters than I do on their own sometimes. And I think this story arc is a really good example of that.
yeah, it is. I do prefer that. I know that they've in recent years become not the baddies. It is there are no baddies. It's just these are government.
Eh, eh,
They're a nation, and there's all this politics
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah. Then when we
Um,
cut back to the Baxter, Ben does like one of the dumbest thing he's done in years. And he just breaks Reed's like the only way they can keep track of where Reed is for no reason.
it's like he's tearing the TV down just
Yeah.
because of something, the TV didn't do anything. But that's right then when Crystal shows up with Triton. I love that. I think everybody likes Triton a little bit more than most.
He's grown on me.
He gets a lot of time, more time outside of that team. Maybe not more than Crystal or Medusa, but definitely more than the rest of them, the
Oh,
others.
Gorgon, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And I like seeing him going out in space because it's kind of like swimming. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's like I was reading that and I'm like, does that make a lick of sense? And I'm like,
No,
no, but
because swimming because it's something with resistance. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it's not like a vacuum of space, but again, like you were saying, it's like it gets one of the like second tier Inhumans out into the spotlight a bit, and I'm like, from that perspective, it worked a lot better for me when I was
Yeah.
reading it last night. And again, was it? Remember FF number 56 where Reed was studying the bizarre monster from negative space? Well, just to show you we weren't kidding, Triton also encounters similar unearthly denizens of the deadly world in which he finds himself. And I'm like, okay, Stan,
Yeah.
couldn't just let the art work for itself here.
Yeah, I mean, the art's so good in this book, this issue. The
It,
space stuff is fucking spot on. That like, what is that? The
th-
creature, but like a giant space jellyfish.
yeah, like the weird jellyfish. And again, Jack had to, no sane human brain can come up with some of these designs that Jack comes up with. And
Yeah, I mean, there's some really weird shit. It's some weird. He's probably read too much Lovecraft or something too.
there's definitely an element of that to the
Yeah.
here as well, absolutely. But again, the Trident in the Negative Zone, that's a mini series I would read.
Oh God, yeah. I would like to see like the thing ish comic series after 2-in-1.
Hmm.
He's just going through places. I like how Blastaar is basically Jiffy Pop popcorn, and the foil's starting to break as he gets free, and he blasts away. The fingers thing is so fucking funny. It never really registered as funny to me as it is in these issues. But
Yep.
it's looking good. I mean, that
It,
panel on 18 where he's using it to break off the back.
yep. And again, Calabac from New Gods, I think is definitely kind of like a take two on this design, and it just looks really good here.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You know, Triton is able to save Reed. Everything is good. I think you were talking on the DC Comics Presents of like weird running poses Jack would do, and on the first panel on page 19, Ben's just
Of
kind of mid-air.
he's in the air. Or is he standing on machines? I don't know, but he's so tiny.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. And then they don't notice Blastaar coming through after they leave. There's no
It's like,
alarm or anything, just in case.
yeah,
No
like
cameras.
did they not even shut the thing off?
Yeah, it's like leaving the transporter on or something that Star Trek. And then Sandman, 2 pages of not just getting you tidying some paper, some things up. So for the next issue, we can move on with the Blastaar. Uh, I really, this is good Stan Jack Formula F. I don't, the cliches are there, but you don't really, it doesn't bug me.
They're
And it's,
making the cliches. That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, they're
It's
creating them and it is beautiful. Um, you know, I'm doing I'm still in my first read through ever because I'm ahead, but I'm in that one. I'm in where I'm getting deeper into when I was already into the book and read some of this stuff in back issues as we got them, me and my brother buy them at comic shops. But it's really reshaping how I think of these characters because, I'm just a reevaluation. It's hokey and kind of for all ages these things are. It's Sandman's never better. I mean, it's just it's they get him, and that's why these characters are so good. And why the FF have such good rogues,
yeah.
like Flash level.
Yep. I
Um,
again, I'm glad that Marvel was listening, or Marvel and DC were listening to me, and finally had those two team up, even if it was in the digital only. But
yeah.
Um,
Um,
I do like the how this issue ends, where it's like, okay, Reed and Sue are hugging and kissing. Johnny and Crystal are kind of hugging and kissing, and Ben's just like moping. I'm like, Ben, you and Alicia are at a fine point right now. Shut up,
oh
buddy.
God, yeah. Every Batman, Sad Ben. This is the era where Sad Ben just pops up randomly for whatever because you need him to be sad.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gets old, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but it was okay. I like it. It's still the 60s. It's still the middle 60s.
Yeah.
So there's a, I mean, but I'm a little more forgiving, but, you don't have to be for this stuff. It is really, I think they're firing on all gears, and the structure, of the A, B, C plot kind of thing it's really working. It's
Yep.
really, really working. And I care.
Exactly. And it's like, because we took Silver Surfer, he slash Doctor Doom were the A plot. We showed him, the prior issue, so he's moving to C. The Inhumans were C. We're putting them to B, and exactly how we need to do it. Ready to move on to 63?
Yeah, yeah. Let's move on to 63.
I really like this cover. I wish there was a little more background to it.
Okay, what is it credited as?
It is credited as Jack and Joe are the
Okay,
penciler and inker.
okay,
Yeah. Well,
that's it. Okay.
yeah.
Well, this is the issue where that costume is changes.
Yeah.
Costume in this issue really his Sandman's costume is all over the place in the next couple of issues.
Yeah. It.
And that was when I was thinking because that face looks a little more like John Buscema to me.
Yep. And also, Blastaar's face looks a little off as well.
Yeah, so there's something there. What did they have to do in finishing to get it ready for press? I do like the cover. I mean, it's a show you how that it's really, I'm going to show you what happens in the last two pages.
Yeah.
But you don't have context, so that doesn't really matter. But it looks like he had drawn Sue and then just pasted her in. Same with, I don't know. It's almost like a collage.
That's the thing is like Sue, like they could have easily had like Sue taking an active role against one of the bad guys, but it's like again, I'm like, hey Jack, you forgot about Sue. Here's a spot I can draw her in.
Yeah, it's she's
But
and it's well, that's right. She's gotten a new hairdo because they did change her hair with the fashions for a little while.
yeah, and
Um,
it's fine because it's at a point where it's like it's not as like dated as some of the early Sue haircuts were.
yeah, I was like, did you what were these guys doing drawing him back then? It's like that's your grandma's hair, man.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Um, so another splash page. This time it's the violet
the
explosion is going through the building.
Yep. So we're not wasting any time. We were picking right from where we left off last issue. There was like 2 seconds in between.
All right, hey, let's get the print data for
Oh yeah.
63.
It's clobbering time!
Oh okay. So we have a cover date of June 1967, an on sale date of March 14th, 1967, and credits are all the same.
Wow. House style, house style.
Yep.
Fantastic Four 63. Blastaar, the living bomb burst. The combined might of Blastaar and the Sandman creates a living bomb burst that threatens to level New York City and defeat the Fantastic Four. While Ben Grimm focuses on dispersing the Sandman's molecules into the river, Reed works feverishly to develop a scientific countermeasure for the explosive newcomer. The battle concludes when Reed successfully uses a specialized matter transmitter helmet to neutralize Blastaar's powers and exile him back to the negative zone.
It's clobbering time!
We know it works here, people.
Yeah, I do like the splash. It looks like a volcanic eruption, but it's coming down from the
Hmm.
ceiling.
As
Um,
Blastar's fingertips are just wrecking things from the top down, and it's like again, if I'm living right below the Baxter building, I better be living like rent free because of like how many times my life is threatened on a
oh, I
Tuesday.
know. It's kind of like they're worse at Avengers Mansion in some ways.
God,
Uh,
yeah.
um, God, just put the Avengers in the mansion. Somebody, whoever writes it next, put them in the mansion. God damn it. But I like this. It's like they go up there. They go to the room above where Blastaar, or was he on the roof? He was on the roof.
Yeah, on the roof. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and he blows it. Um, Reed goes up, gets zapped,
And I
and then
really
Triton
actually
comes up. He's a little better. He gets above the blast, and I like Triton.
I do too. This is probably his best showing in a bit and for a while because it's like because Blaster takes a blast, he gets at, he ducks, and it's again, I think there's a little Stan has to explain like what went on because I guess for him it wasn't clear, but hey,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Uh, but I like the fight with Blastaar and Sandman. And again, Sandman's costume is fluid.
Big time.
Uh,
Uh the weirdest thing here is that like Triton says like, "Oh, you are from a dimension that doesn't know how to use their fists." That gives me an edge. And Blaster goes, "I can make my hands a fist? Okay."
oh my
Punch.
God. Okay.
I have never fought with my knuckles bent in the form of fists before, but now that I have learned the way of it, Spock. And it's like, wait. You have fists and you've never like closed your. That makes no
No,
sense.
I think that's an instinctive thing that you would,
Yeah. Uh, but again, I at least like that Sandman's going like he just knocked that guy out with one punch, and I'm only as useful to this guy for as long as he thinks I'm more powerful. I gotta make sure that he knows who the top dog is.
yeah.
But I do like this villainous team up between the two.
I do too. It's more than I thought. I forgot how much they teamed up in this and how
Yeah.
it wasn't just another story leading into the Frightful Four, which I'm not
Yep.
complaining back. I like Frightful Four stories. The last one was good, but not all of them are good.
No.
So
And yeah, like this is just we get a good perspective shot as like Sandman is holding him with one giant sand hand as he's walking down the side of the Baxter Building. I just really like the angles there. So again, as this is going down, there's commotion, of course, all throughout, the streets. And Johnny and Crystal are both just in overcoats, but not hats, over their like FF and Inhumans outfits. And it's one of those like, why even bother at this point?
oh
Just
yeah, because it's New York, man. You got all the heroes there. I
yeah,
like that Blastaar and Sandman are just walking across the street.
yep. Eh, Look, if you're a and but something I do like here is the cops do have this special cement gun like that's specifically designed to try and take out Sandman. I'm like, okay, Reed built that for them just in case the FF were out of town. I actually do like that. Whenever like Superman has like the science police or whatever.
Yeah.
I I always like when they like, okay, it makes sense that the cops would have something to go up against these guys, even just to slow them down.
Yeah, it does it. I liked it, and I liked that how it wasn't something he could get out by himself. That they need each other, but they don't trust each other.
Yeah, I think that's a real good way to do a villain team up issue.
Yeah, it's like here, I'm gonna keep you moving. I need you, so I won't let I won't let the authorities take you.
Yep.
Um, and the panic. This is some really good stuff down on the street level because they do. It's yeah, they show you panic.
Yeah.
Normally it's just like, no, my car's been thrown at the big giant monkey on top of the building or whatever. Um, but that they are just doing destruction, and then you get page 8, and I posted this page. It's Blastar just pontificating to who the hell he is and why you should be afraid of him.
Yep. And it's like, oh, this is why this guy was being left for dead in the negative
Oh
zone.
yeah, because I like if you like at the bottom of the panel, looking between Blastar's leg, you got Sandman thinking it's no good. He's going mad. He's drunk with power. I got to show him I'm as strong as he is before he decides to turn on me too. I do like it. I think it's Joe's inks on Jack are amazing on this, but it's just such a good pose, and it's not a waste. But it's that time. It's like I bitch about single page panel. Too
Yeah.
many modern or
Oh
90s
God, yeah.
comics. But this is worth it because you get another bit of info dump. You see how menacing he is. He's a good character design.
Yeah, and again, like this is I feel like one of the first new villains we've since Galactus maybe. So okay, like because there was a bit where we were just kind of going through the same three or four, and it's like okay, we got a new guy. He's got to say, does he have a real motivation besides causing just chaos and destruction? No, but you know what? He's got a charisma. That's what
Uh-huh.
he's got.
I like this fight scene is the action in this comic is great. The action in all of the four we're doing, because we are definitely in that long arc world, but it doesn't feel like it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I'll be like, this is again another like this issue is mostly just all fight scene, but again, Jack and Stan know how to actually like structure it so it is advancing stories at the same time, and it's not, oh, let's all just gang up and punch them for pages on end. And
Yeah, there's some great things where Ben body flips both of them.
yep, and Ben tries to crush Blastaar's hands like he crushed Doctor Doom's, but Blastaar's way stronger than Doom was, and there's just a lot of really good back and forth Ben has with Blastaar. And it's like Blastaar, shoots Johnny and goes, "Big deal. So you managed to snuff out Torchy's flame? Kidding, couldn't have got him with a second-hand water gun. Could have done the same thing. But now let's see what you can do against a guy who can grab them crazy mitts of yours." And again, just a lot of fun here is what I'm having.
So I want to talk about my take. My one of my favorite parts of the whole issue was this bottom panel. It's
Okay,
clobbering time.
such a good one.
It is. It's like I'm gonna probably cut it out and make it part of the
The
slide
collage.
because it's just yeah. All I can think about is I ordered a physical copy of the new Fantastic Four movie because
Uh-huh.
I don't we don't have Disney anymore.
Right.
Um, but that part about it's the catchphrase.
That is one of the things that bugged me the most.
Yeah.
Just embrace. It's one of the best, catchphrases in all of comics. Embrace it. Don't be embarrassed by it.
Yeah, I would have rather he just did it at the end when he was in the last fight, and then
Exactly.
you don't know you didn't need it, and he could have made it a bigger thing. But I do love it when they do it, and they got Triton in they're trying to rehydrate him. I like that they did that and did the signs of it, the sand
Yep.
attack the water breather with sand.
Again, makes perfect sense. And I again love all of the crazy, Kirby tech here that I guess redesigned just for this one specific case, but it makes sense.
I like the way he cut back to Ben that I read this. I wasn't sure if Sandman was making him roll down the hill, but it's just like Sandman was trying to smother him and Ben rolls down the hill.
Yeah. And it's taking him right towards I guess like the Hudson or whatever.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they just say the river, but
Oh no, it's Sandman. He did it.
yeah,
He's dumping him. Oh, okay.
yeah.
I got it. Oh, it's yeah.
Like
See
Samuel.
again, he doesn't. His costume's changed. Now he's half naked.
Oh, he is. And yeah, I guess like in a more modern, it's like if you wanted to show that, like you have him where the costume is like getting broken off as the fight goes on, which would be a nice little detail.
Yeah, it would be. That'd be cool. Oh, and I like him being in the water. He's scattered throughout. He basically washes away.
Which again, a really good way to kind of take him off the table for a bit because it's like okay, he can't he'll reconstitute himself eventually, so he's not dead, but we're gonna take him off for a bit. And he, I always like the fact that they show no Ben can actually still swim despite his massive size and weight and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a mammal. He's got air in his lungs. I don't know. He may not float that much.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait a minute. How much does he weigh?
a couple 100 pounds.
Jeez. I know when they do the power charts, I was like, what the fuck? No, you can't have that omega level. That's not omega level. That's stupid level.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I like the battle with Blaster on the roof. I mean, it is really page 19 where it's Reed just trying to get this machine to make him sleep.
yeah, and again, like the fact that it's taken all of them to take Blastar down, I think is really good. Again, this is a team book. We want to see the team work together, and definitely Suga have done a little more than just throw up a force field once, which they even kind of call out here. But it's been a good issue for it, and
Yeah.
again, I really liked it. It was just a really good fight issue. It tells a good story, and it's like re Ben was able to find a taxi. That's the only reason he was able to get back into the fight at the very end. Is
I
the
forget. I like those. Him and Johnny always get thrown somewhere and have to find another way back. I don't, or breed sometimes. But no, it was good. It was a really the action and I really am loving the it's nice. Kirby lays out a good comic, but I really think the colorist. I wish we knew who did the original
Yep,
because I mean I know what we're reading is probably brighter, but
probably.
I think there's so many good things that they're doing with color in this and how tight it is. I mean, they're also Marvel's. They're getting better at producing comics. Period. They're
Yeah,
cleaner. Their art's better. They're printed better. They look a little better. They can change. We're seeing some the collage stuff and stuff like that. Things that can push the black and white, the four color process. And I'm catching more in the second time through and really kind of enjoying the fun of some of it, of just the
yeah,
fighting in this, and that you can have an issue that is plot driven through fight because everybody's talking shit to each other, or you can have a narrator. Nothing wrong with a narrator box. The one in this one is fine. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just getting us up to date. So let's move on to our last issue of this episode, issue 64. The Sentry Sinister. We're getting some creepy thing popping up. Is this the first Sentry? Yes.
Yeah.
I like this cover. It's Jack and is it Jack and
Yeah,
Giacosa?
it's Jack and Joe. We
It's clobbering time!
have a cover date of July 1967, an on sale date of April 11th, 1967. Oh, we actually Artie Simek is the letterer. I think that did that change from the last couple issues? Let me just double. Yeah, it was Sam Rosen was lettering the last couple. This time it's Artie Simek as the letterer. So
Okay, that was
okay,
that only
that's
that's the year I think they only had like two letterers, and it was those two gentlemen probably.
yeah. So they were trading off. It's fine. And on not to disparage letterers, sometimes it's not something you really notice a lot of the time.
Fantastic Four 64, the Sentry Sinister. Exhausted from their recent battles, the team, minus Johnny, who stays with Crystal, heads to the remote South Pacific island for a much needed vacation. Their rest is cut short when they encounter Sentry 459, a massive robotic guardian awakened by an archaeologist that serves the ancient Kree Empire. The team is nearly overwhelmed by the robot's advanced technology until they manage to trigger an explosion that destroys the Sentry's post, making the first major appearance of the Kree in Marvel history.
It's clobbering time!
I do really like this cover. I think it's got a nice perspective to it. It looks cool.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's one you remember. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I saw it and went, oh, this is the first Sentry appearance. Okay. And only knowing that from because my whole thing for that is Marvel.
Right.
I got this later. I mean, I
Mm.
got, and then Englehart. I mean, the Kree Scroll stuff, man. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes when it's written well, I really enjoy it. Other times I'm like going, I'm enjoying that new Imperial and then the Nova stuff. I was like, wow, I really enjoyed this. This is not as decompressed as I thought. But I like that stuff. I like it. I like what North and Slot and others have done with FF having scroll children. Ben and Alicia having scroll and Kree children. So the it's a rich mythos of its own,
Yes.
and I like the cosmic, and I like it when it overlaps, and to see some of the early, very Kirby kind of ideas.
Yeah, and this issue is just a firm building block for the whole Marvel comics, like you're talking. And
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
do not.
yeah,
I read this and was going, dude, man, what this starts is like Jesus. It's and the next. I mean, the next we're gonna. It's gonna be a big part of the next few issues
yep.
because we're gonna
And
get Ronan.
okay, yeah,
He's
yeah,
next.
yeah. It's
The next
we got
issue or
some.
the issue
It's
after.
next issues. We get Ronan, but I don't want to just have us jump ahead because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
opening splash. I like look whenever
This is the
Ben
one I
was
was talking about earlier, where
yeah.
like he's like lifting, but that's the Hubble Space Telescope in your living room. How
Yeah,
did you get it the fuck in?
yeah, it does not make any sense at all to how it fits in the Baxter building, but it's been lifting giant Kirby tech nonsense, and I'm always here for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He tells him just put it down on the ground, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was
Just put it down
Shat.
there until we can move it. It's like I'm lifting a 20-ton, 100-ton device. Just point me where it's like moving in with your wife, with my
Uh,
wife. And look, and Sue is just, we should be on vacation.
Yeah.
Well, work-life balance. It wasn't a big thing in the 60s.
No, it wasn't. But I feel it's like more Stan writing her as being a little naggy than I think it should
Yeah,
be.
she's not. She's either in the background or she's doing some of this. I
It,
thought we'd move past it, but I realized no, it's going to come and go. Once we get
yeah.
to Roy, it'll be different. It'll be a different it'll be like good husband, bad, you're a bad husband,
Yeah.
which is true.
It should like that's what bugs me. It's like I actually do like when they write Reed as a good husband and
Yes, I do. At this point, though, they were really, but they had drama. That gets overdone, I think.
yeah, I think the
Well,
bad husband gets overplayed.
yeah, I think he's a bad. I think putting him in the Illuminati and him not telling his friends he's doing shit. It's that he can be maniacal and still be a good dad.
Yes.
Doom's a good godparent. Jesus, man, I just finished reading One World Under Doom, um, and basically she talks him down. He does something that kills her, and it's had her messed up and then died super quick. 2 pages left to clean it up. I was like, okay, never mind. But yeah, this one she's a little backfit, but it's also very what you would see characters talk to like on a 60s show.
Yeah.
It's like a sitcom plot. Hey, let's all go on vacation together and see what zany shit happens. Yes, an ancient alien relic is telling you to get off his land.
Yep. And yeah, because we cut from there, it's like okay, we'll do this, we'll figure out where we're going, but we get these one scientist and one like bodyguard. Is that what's going
I
on here
think
with
he's
these?
an explorer, a guide.
Okay.
He's like, I only go these dangerous places for money.
Right.
Uh,
Okay.
and they find something, and it's what the hell? What is the thing he's using? What the hell is it? It's a gun in a
But it has
box,
like but it looks like a glove is pointing out with holding a little yeah, what
like
is that?
it's like the cosmic. It looks like the cosmic cube.
It really does.
It just I don't see. Jack doesn't explain it. This is Jack going. I don't know what the fuck you just drew here, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's like oh, I stole this from somebody. Yeah. Did you need to leave it on the hand you severed to get it?
That's exactly what it
And then you
is.
had to build a box around it with a trigger. And is it a tripod? Is it heavy?
Yeah, so many questions.
Yeah, it's very weird. It is one of the it made no sense when I was reading it. It was like and like he's got the little gun and he's holding it like it's his pecker.
It is. It's like okay. Only in the Marvel or DC universe could you have like a crackpot theory of like ancient alien race and you're actually correct. Because it's like this is not the first issue I've read this week where ancient alien in a underground lair, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Oh God, what was it? I was reading that. It was in Astro City at one time. I was like, going, did they count the number of places underground? Well, I like
No.
is when Marvel tried to explain them all. I was like, what is it? Is
Should you?
there are layers in this? Like you're above, you're on this island. It's what Tyrannicus? What's his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but yeah.
Poor man.
It,
Oh, a pretty boy mole man. I like it when they fight each other for girl. It's like it's very funny. But what I do like about this is the super science and the ancient race. I mean, they're building this glorious Jack Kirby. Everybody's still doing Kirby space stuff when they're doing it.
yeah.
I
And
mean, but there's no reason to change it because
nope,
shit
there
like on page 4. Oh yes, it happens to be a spaceport in this island.
okay. Now, one thing I did check is at one point, Russ, and please correct me, the Kree were responsible for the Inhuman.
Yes,
Okay, I went back to the original Inhumans
Lemuria.
story, and
Wait a
the
minute.
Kree were not identified by name in that original story Stan and Jack did. So this is the first mention of the Kree by name. I just need to. I had that was
That, as
throwing me
far as
off.
where I understand it, yes, this is the first time we hear their name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's some retro continuity going on in the background. It's a little, but it's early on, it's less noticeable.
Right.
Um, but yeah, because the Kree are blue, but them being on Earth and intermingling and that's where the Caucasian, the white ones come from, I think.
Right.
And yes, the Inhumans were created by them, but mutated by the Lemurians, I think, the deviants.
Okay.
It gets because it creates a whole nother
Yeah.
mythos that gets squeezed in with it, with the Eternals. So he has to make them kind of jive. It's complicated, but it makes I'm more lost with the stuff that's happened in the last 20 years compared to the early stuff.
Okay. So total quick side jag. My buddy Jared came down to visit. We were watching. I was showing him X-Men '97 for the first time because he's gone back into X-Men heavily after like 20 years. And I was asking him and he was trying to explain some of the X-Men lore to me from like '90s on, and I just started getting a headache. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, that's why I jumped off of X-Men at a certain point because it's like
yeah,
one, money, and two, it's just, I got to hold the Avengers and Legion and Superman and other shit in my head.
yeah.
I want to read it. I want to read some of that stuff just to, kind of catch up on it. But yeah.
I,
Um,
there's only so much like Jean and Scott time travel to the future to raise Cable, but not in their bodies, but in the possessed bodies of
yeah, that
whatever.
they
And
do
it's
that
like,
again. This the
shut
new
up.
the Revelation thing, the new event that just finished, and I've been reading it and liking it. I kind of jumped
Uh-huh.
in, but it's people in a a future Earth pull Hank and Scott's consciousness into their bodies in this future state, and it's just like Jesus Christ, dead horse or what? It was like, has it been long enough? I mean, it's a X-Men cliche. I mean, when was that? If it's been 10, 15 years, it's okay, right? I don't know.
Sure. I
But
don't know.
I mean, I've enjoyed some I like my X-Men as alternative reality stories and not I don't care about the main range really.
Yeah, I'm
Because I
kind
mean
of
the stuff I've
yeah.
really it's convoluted. I'm gonna read some of it and then probably gift the trades to Ken or something. Because I
Yeah,
really like to read. There's some of it I like to read. I badmouth shit I have not read. And that's not, that a lot of people like and they're, so you know, I feel and I'm also interested to see how convoluted it really fucking is. And see if I do, maybe I'll enjoy the ride. Maybe I'll read one or two of those omnis and go blow my mind. There's definitely stuff. I mean, I've only got a couple of this stuff I haven't read yet, but
yeah.
but this is the beginning. A lot of that. God, then the Kree become a Marvel, an X-Men thing. Man, they're all over the place.
Yeah, again, they take over, but it all starts here just from like what could have very easily just been a one-off story. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. How much of this? How far did Jack have this in his head?
I don't know because not jumping ahead, but it's like if the Creed never actually showed up past this whole issue makes sense as as just for the origin of the weird Sentry robot, and that's kind of fine for me that it just kind of exploded past this.
Yeah, it is, and that there are other Century robots. They become, have they ever made him a character like rebooted? I was
I'm
watching a video about the history of the Fantastic Four, and they talk about Dragon Man. It's just intelligent Dragon Man was all of a sudden Valeria, whatever, was reprogrammed him,
hmm
and that's how he got intelligence. It was her messing around. And I didn't realize that because I think it was in some FF I may not have read.
right.
So, do that with the Century, man. Everybody gets to hang out with the FF. I love that era of FF where they had all the kids around and stuff. And
Yeah.
shit. I really did. I think it's my favorite Hickman stuff in some ways. Because he
hmm
writes kids real well. That's hard to do. And
He
he wrote a
does.
fuck ton of them. I mean, I was very intrigued with that FF video. But this is the great thing about it. The ships, the big giant grandiose, like I mean, damn man, that's a giant spaceport buried in the ground. I love it when they fly off in the plane. Who's babysitting?
Yeah, because it's like, but before even that, this does kind of feel like an early issue
Oh, the
of Ben being,
vacation shit, the vacation stuff.
yeah,
And
where
Ben
it's like
throws the dart into the middle of the
blindfolded.
ocean.
Yeah, like you, okay, you couldn't have just flipped through a list of countries and done it that way.
Yeah, what's funny is like and it's on the same day these explorers land on the island, and the FF are going to come vacation on it.
Of
When
course.
and it wakes up a sentry. Why did you need them to? Why don't you just take? Oh, look, we're going here to be attacked by the sentry. But no, I like how because they get frozen in like a cube, and then they have to be rescued, and it's like why? Okay. I
Cool.
sometimes this is what I wonder what Jack meant to have happen, and what did Stan decide happened.
Exact. That's. I think there's a little of that happening
Yeah, because
here.
there's something that doesn't make sense. They're just a MacGuffin. And if I mean Jack may have put a MacGuffin in a story,
Yeah.
sometimes they're necessary. But sometimes they're so fucking obvious. It's like, what the fuck? Why are they there if you're just gonna go to the island anyway by chance?
Yep.
Well, it's better than the radio. I'm gonna just send a radio signal out into the world and hope someone hears it. Yeah, you're in the middle of the Pacific and the FF heard it in Europe.
Nope, that's not
No one else in
happening.
between heard it.
That's not happening at
Yeah, I'm
all.
sorry. That's the suspension of disbelief lever waiver sometimes.
Yep.
But what do you think of I love the house guest things. They invite them to go on the vacation. There's very much that coffee, you know what I mean? The
Yep.
thing about home life that makes me go, okay, they are a family, this is the characters, and you reinforce it every so often. And I felt like this was, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it worked for me. It kind of, oh, okay, she was backsliding a little bit. Telling them to take a vacation is the smart thing to do.
Right.
And she's and so she's the caregiver. I don't have a problem with that.
Right. But
Um,
again, I like it's like okay, Johnny and Crystal are just we have the house to ourselves. We're gonna be doing what teenagers are gonna be doing, and Trident's not gonna rat out on us. Cool.
yeah,
So I like how does the pogo plane go without frying all of them?
I don't know. I don't know how it lifts off out of You would have to have so much. I don't know, but it does, and it looks cool. I do like he draws it in a certain way.
Yeah, it look I will never criticize Kirby Tech.
Yeah, yeah. I love, but for a while, I think people went away from the original design. I know that Byrne went, it's a pogo plane. It's going to look
Yeah.
like the polo plane.
Yeah.
Some of the pogo planes are longer than other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is cool. I like this because the Sentry going out with the giant Kirby machine.
To like what is it? I positioned the unfailing vibro screen in case others may follow. It is done. Now, any others who dare intrude will be hurled to their doom by a blanket of unseen vibrations with which I have covered the aisle. I'm like, okay, you know what? That kind of makes sense, especially as, their pogo plane, it's starting to tear the ship up. Uh, but luckily, they have, again, Sue using her force field powers correctly to have them kind of,
Is it,
land.
it's so weird. It's just, it's insane how they go back and forth. She is, I like it. Look at Ben. Ben's the one scared. Oh, Ben, I don't want to crash. I don't want to crash. You're made of rock. You're going to
Yeah.
be wiping me off of you.
Yeah.
Um, and then they see a giant statue, but not. And then we get the see here, another single page,
Yep.
and it's great. Oh, God, man, it's
The
such a great
scale
design,
works
and it's
here.
such a fucking good design. It's
It
not been
really
really
is.
reaching, and I like this. I like his attitude. What is this? Wonder of wonders. An aircraft has penetrated the all-powerful vibro screen. Then he goes, I must capture the ship in order to learn the manner of beings it may contain, beings who possess the ability to overcome a weapon of the Kree. I love this fight scene when he did it
I
fly over and he just grabs it by the tail and it just stops.
I know it's like that would have like ripped the whole wing right off.
Oh,
Or
it would have,
what?
yeah. And there's fuel back there because of two little engines,
Yeah,
or whatever. But they jump out and
they just immediately start fighting. But what I like of the Sentry's dialogue is it does kind of feel like a robot dialogue, if that makes any sense.
yeah, it's a robot, but it also it has some maniacal things to say.
Yeah, it does, and it's
It's
like
like
okay, I'm down with this.
Doctor
Uh,
Who fans get this cultural reference. It's kind of like 80s Cybermen. Cybermen's supposed to have no emotions, but they would go, excellent.
yeah,
It's like, what the fuck?
it's the data problem from next gen. It's like I have no emotions, dude. You're showing emotions all the
It's
time
oh
here.
my God, man, the emotions are, you're learning emotions are learned behavior.
Yeah.
So, but I do okay. He stops it. They jump out of the plane. They don't want it's made so it doesn't break because Reed's gonna shit, they're gonna take this thing someplace bad. So it's
Yeah.
maybe super strong, but also they need to get away off of the island. Because last time they did something like this, they ended up floating in the ocean.
Oh, they sure did, and that almost killed him.
Yeah, I like this fight sequence because Reed slowing him down by going tighter, and then Ben punching him in the chest and messing him up. Now,
I,
yes,
I
he's a big bad shit thing, but Ben's punch is pretty
yeah,
brutal.
yeah, it almost caves part of the chest plate in, which again we're seeing the gears and all of that inside. So uh again, just another real good. It's clobbering time here, and it's again another good fight after the last issue's really good fight.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I do like how the Sentry just immediately realizes like I'm just gonna try and drown this orange thing. No
Oh,
pun intended.
oh my God. I know. It's like, what is this toy? What is this? Okay, so we get to page 12 where Reed's getting back in the fight. I thought he was gonna do, I'm reading it and I can see, I can see what's next to it, but I was like, oh, he's gonna shoot. Oh no, he shoots himself. Um,
I really
I
like
like
those
it
two
when he uses
panels.
his powers in a well, it's people don't know how to how to
No,
read action. I think Jack really is showing you how easy it is.
again,
Yep, yep.
Jack Reed, man, it's such a fine line to walk with him, and these are some of the only people who actually get it.
Yeah, and it is. And he's not like um I like that he's not like Plastic Man or Elongated Man, that he doesn't really do shapes. He can't, Plastic Man can
Yeah,
be a
Plastic Man
sofa.
can do shapes. Reed, they go back and forth on that, and I prefer when he's more just a stretch guy, and that's all I
Yeah,
can
he's
do.
either a net, he can make his hand bigger and hit you with it, but it's because he's gonna throw it to add force, thrust. How fast can he stretch plus throwing it his arm forward? I because his powers are weird. I
Yeah.
don't understand how I wish they put limitations on it though.
Hmm.
And have cause and effects. Like, yes, I will not be hurt by the bomb, die because I will stretch, but it freaking
It's
hurts.
yeah, it's gonna mess me up for a while. I'm gonna be bruised.
Yeah.
But again, I like how he's wrapped himself around the Sentry and thrown him into the ocean, and then he's gonna try and rescue Ben.
Yeah, it's oh God, and there's the coloring again. Underwater where everything's blue, it looks so good.
It really
And
does.
all the crackle, the green, and it's just there's Kirby crackle on every page. We get back to Triton, and they're about to
Again,
they're about they cannot have any private time. That's all I gotta say.
no,
Poor but Johnny Crystal, she's amazing. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're part of the problem, but
yeah,
she's not good on men.
no, she has terrible taste, but and it's only because it's a 1960s comic that they are not already naked.
Yeah, where are they? Where Johnny? Johnny, are you in a we door open? We have an open door policy in this household.
Uh,
But Lockjaw's there going, no, no, no. Don't think you're getting in there today, buddy.
no, you're not. That's
Cross your
exactly.
legs, princess. We're done here for the day. And then the alarm goes off. But look at you, Johnny, getting mad. You uncontrollable, unmitigated, unromantic, four-legged foul ball. If you got something to say, write to a letter next time. It's like, yeah, you've been cock blocked by Lockjaw.
Yep.
Nope. Yeah, nope. You're an idiot. We do not want your genes
Yep.
mixed with ours accidentally. It's like, wait, she's gonna breed with Pietro Maximoff.
Yeah, yeah,
Johnny's at least a good guy.
yeah. God.
I'm sorry, that's awful.
No,
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 but
you're 100% right. The gene pool does not need a little chlorine if it's Quicksilver.
yeah, I mean, it should be warning: do not breed with these men. Johnny, Star Fox, Pietro. Um,
Probably a couple others if we put our mind to it.
Garfield,
Yeah.
Logan, what is it? Garfield, Logan, Changeling
Yeah,
in
Beast
Teen
Boy. Yeah,
Titans.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, no. Well, I think they fixed it. I'm reading his new what he is now, and he's a little more. He's he's got he can get a girlfriend, and he's not creepy anymore.
Okay, good, good. You would
Yeah,
hope
it's
so
him and
after all.
Raven, but he's yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well, they
that.
changed the ages. Because I've been reading. I'm reading New 52 like now for some of it for the first time, and it really doesn't. I'm like, going, what the fuck? This is yeah. So, but let's get back. I really. If we get back to the fight scene on the island. Um.
Uh,
Oh yeah, Sue sends a rescue message.
yeah.
Why aren't you out there fighting?
Well, okay, okay. I will defend this. And if the pogo plane is like just wrecked and but can still send out a message, they still need to get off the island somehow. And hey, we have this giant teleporting dog, so Lockjaw is gonna be very plot convenient for us.
Yeah,
And
such a.
because we want to get Johnny in the fight too here, and
I
that's the
love.
only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it is. It is. But look at how tired they all look. Even on page 16, you have him, the androids coming out of the water toward them. Ben's knocked out or, you know, feeling rough.
But
Reed's holding him up. But this is great. She turns him invisible.
I,
Then the sentry can't see him.
I
Um,
really like that. I again, it's good. It's had the team working together.
yeah, see, that's it. And then he punches it, causing a little mini tsunami. I like that. I was like, bam, man. Um, and Johnny's stopping it with a very superhero shortcut. Oh no, no, no. He cuts a canal in the beach. What the dude, that's
Yeah,
oh, he cut down to clay or something. I don't know. But it
yeah,
works.
it's
I
like
liked it.
again, it's really good. He made it so deep the water from the tidal wave is gushing right into it instead of flooding the island. I'm like, okay, again, it's one of those Superman throwing a rock into a volcano. That wouldn't actually work, or it shouldn't work at the very least.
Yeah, it shouldn't. What I like is that we see some of Johnny's his thing. You know what I mean? He's
Uh-huh.
fast. He flies as fast as he can think, plus minus wind resistance, and it's the temperature is holding him up, which
Yep.
is not can't you make you lighter than I can never mind. Maybe, but I like that he's not getting bested by the Sentry, as he's using his speed and his ability to fly and get further away quickly to his advantage.
And I really like this line is better luck next time, fella. I've had enough practice battling the Sandman to be able to dodge any amount of sand that anyone can toss at me. So I'm like, okay, that's a nice little touch, like because he's been battling the Sandman for what 3 issues at this point. So I'll take it. Like it's a nice little continuity touch.
Yeah, it is. I like it that Johnny flies down into the ground. Or
Oh yeah, he just flies like down into the ground and like destroys the machine, like the Kree something or other that causes everything to blow up. And it's only through the grace of God that the rest of the FF aren't killed in it.
what I like is the when he goes through, the sound effect is Zach. Zach. Or I forgot the one. There were some good sound effects in this one. There's
Batum,
yeah, man.
donk.
They're all over the place, man. Oh yeah, Batum. Ooh, that's a panel. I'm saving that panel.
It's a good again. A lot of Kirby crackle. The way Reed is like grabbing Sue's arm looks a little comical to me,
It
but
does. It looks like a May. Looks like a not brand deck cover.
yeah. Uh, and then again, this is where I want to know what would Jack's original thing is because Ben basically just stumbles over the two scientists, like the scientist and explorer from
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I don't know because it makes no sense that he breaks them out. It's rare, very not brand decked. All this is the plot. I think whether he was he parodying them or
Yeah, it's very weird. So what is it? They get to the pogo plane is like wrecked. So Lockjaw has to beam them all out. And the issue ends with the Sentry going like, okay, this island's destroyed. Well, I'm making my final report. outpost is soon be destroyed, but I remain at my post as a sentry must until the end. So I'm like, okay, again, I think that's a good, you know, issue wrap up. The day is saved. And again, if we had never seen these Kree aliens that they're talking about, this is
Oh,
still
you've been fun. Yeah.
it's still a fulfilling issue.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It looked great. It was the perfect mix of show and tell.
Yep.
I think it just it I liked reading these. We hadn't done one of these in a while.
No, yeah, and I really kind of wanted us to get back to it just to make sure we didn't, get it lost. And I
No,
think
yeah,
we
yeah.
had to, yeah. Were these like the all-timer issues? No, but they were a lot of fun. It's kind of
No,
my
and they're
overall
leading
take.
into some interesting stuff and some stuff that's going to be interesting in other things in the future. I mean, we don't get, I mean, Ankler, he must have, this is like his sweet spot, you would think,
Uh,
because the way he treated him.
100%. So yeah, again,
And
like,
Starlin for sure.
oh,
Starlin.
we're that's what we're dealing with here. Is I know Blastaar is going to come back at various points. We've said a million times the Kree and all the fallout from them as a species. Kree Skrull War, all of it.
And
So
Crystal's back for a reason.
yeah,
Yeah, because Sue's gonna announce she's pregnant very soon.
I was actually just trying to think of like it's got to be real quick because Crystal's on the team for a bit during this run.
It's like 2 years.
Yeah,
It's like a couple of years. That's good. That's a good run for them to have a different person.
yeah.
I watched the new Mary Marvelite episode this week. Was every member of the Fantastic Four.
Oh,
They
I
did a
haven't.
good job because it mentioned the Iceman thing. They mentioned, people that hung around the house but never became members.
Right.
So it was kind of fun. And then they talked about that issue that I guess it was a North issue recently where all of them showed up and even Iceman showed up and Johnny was pissed. You weren't because they retributed a story where Johnny went off in a huff and they battled monsters and he helped out and he put a four in his chest and just like it would in a Silver Age comic, it happens between he's a member for 4 pages until Johnny comes back, wants his spot back. It was the cutest story. It was made me giggle, but yeah,
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that as I eat lunch after we
it was.
record.
His research is meticulous. It's just
I,
abs, and he really does have a fixation with Alpha Flight.
you know what? I'm fine with that. The
I
seven
found it
issue.
very interesting. I didn't realize I watched them all and I went, wow, there's so much of this that I didn't read.
Yep.
And Mantlo did a bunch. I got the two omnis because Mantlo drew. People I know who liked it said Mantlo stuff is really good too. I mean,
Yep.
it's Mantlo. Hi, kitty cat.
Hmm.
But yeah, overall, I love these issues. They're great. And I like that they hang on like, it starts a story for us.
Yep.
It was kind of, we had some weird ones that were ending in the middle of stories for a while because, annuals are coming up. I think, an annual coming up again real quick. Maybe on the
Yeah.
next.
Let me check the Okay, so we just did 64. So next time it'll be 65, 66, 67, and annual 5 here.
What's on the cover, annual 5?
Let me look here. Kirby, there's that thing called a glossary. It tells you page numbers that make your life a lot
Hey,
easier.
not in all Marvel fucking omnibuses or DC ones, man. There's certain ones where they don't give you the fucking the table of contents.
Ooh, okay. So it is one with the Inhumans fighting. What's the guy's name? The Psycho Man? Is that who I'm?
Yes, the Psycho Man. He's from the microverse. Love,
Yes.
hate. He's always a fucking. Oh my God, that's the first. That's the first Psycho Man.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Man, that's the problem is I'm reading all of this and my brain forgets where things happen sometimes. And
Yeah, I do too, dude. Don't. But I'm, you know,
I
thank
can't wait
God
to
for
talk.
them. Oh yeah. So there's some good stuff coming up. We should. I love having these conversations. I haven't read my read through. Haven't been because just work and
Yeah.
life and other things. So I've been. I haven't read any of those in a bit. I may. I'm thinking about it. I'm really trying the milestone stuff, which I will. But let's do recommendations. For me, I'm a Western fan. I've been seeing trailers for a movie called Old Henry.
Hmm.
I bought it because it was cheap on Amazon, and I watched it last night. I liked it. I liked it. It's a small cast, really done on the not cheap in a bad way, but it's all set in one little area. It's what God something Blake who plays Old Henry, who's the leader in the Marvel movies, and Oh Brother Out for her the
Oh,
something
Tim Blake
Blake.
Nelson.
Yes,
Yes.
that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
He's fucking incredible in it. It's a really good movie. I liked it. It's got there's a trick to it and a mystery to who he is, and you kind of figure it out pretty quickly. But it's a good story. It's based on a myth in a
Okay.
way of did this person die at this time or not, or did he just go away and stop being like Butch Cassidy? Where'd they go? Well, they died in South America, or did they? They were, did their luck run out? Yes. You pissed off someone in that country and they didn't give a fuck. And it would have done happen to you eventually anyway in America too. You just did it someplace else. But there is a good movie like that where one of them's one of them. I think it's Butch. No, it's Sundance Kid, and he survived and as an old man he goes on one last raid with this kid, and the kid figures out who he is, which is a good movie. It's called Blackthorn, Blackbriar, or something. I don't remember.
I'll have to double check, but I'm gonna have to check this old Henry out. I'm just kind of glancing at the cast and the Yeah, it looks really good.
Sorry about that. I thought I was gonna make it, and then my bladder went, "No, you ain't, old man."
Yeah, I get it. I
Mm.
get it. Uh,
All right, all
so
right, Kirby. What's gonna be your suggestion for this week?
okay, so this week I finally finished up reading the first DC Finest of the Doom Patrol, and again, it's a lot of fun. It is 60s DC learning some of the right lessons from Marvel's, I mean, the Fantastic Four specifically, because there are times in this issue where I'm like, you just redraw this a little bit. It's Ben, it's
And they
Johnny.
are closer. They are
Yeah,
much closer to the FF than they are like the X-Men.
they really
The
are.
free, yeah, and the families. I've not read it. I've read the first few,
It,
and they are very 60s pop culture.
yep.
They're very but they succeed where others failed. They try these quirky groups every so often, and then it's not until they bring it back. Levitz tries to. Is it Levitz that creates?
Kupperberg tries to. I think Levitz and Kupperberg try and bring him back. But I'll say this.
No, Kupperberg wrote but he wrote the ones in Showcase. That's true.
Okay.
I was wrong.
When I get to the second volume, which has a lot of that stuff, like the
Yeah,
showcase,
they. I
I'll
like
let you
where they
know.
went with that. So the
Yep.
second volume ends with Supergirl stuff,
Yep.
which is the first. I've got the Omni, and that's in the beginning before the new number one with Light, and then Larson, and then Morrison.
that okay, that's a good spot. What I like is Elastigirl in that honestly reads as well, if not sometimes better than Sue does in the FF, where
Yeah,
it's like wow, this is very progressive. Some
I think
maybe
that's the Arnold Drake thing. I
yeah, I
think,
think Drake does a very good,
and who's is it
oh
the same
the
artist all the way through?
yeah, it's the same artist all the way through, and as I'm just vamping for time 1 second here, it was not Bob, Bruno Bruno Premiani. I'm butchering that name. I can't say it properly,
Yeah,
but
hold
yeah,
on.
it is worth a shot. Like there's just some stuff where it's like I don't know what the heck you guys are on, but I want some of it because it's like the animal, vegetable, mineral man.
Oh my God, that stuff's so crazy, man. I love it. I
It,
love it. I
it's
got both of
weird.
them because I want to read them.
Take some time, read an issue or two at night. It's worth it in that way because you can't any more than that, you're going insane.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's kind of like when I was reading the science fiction comics and stuff. The horror, I had no problem reading a bunch of them because they were all like 8 minute. Ooh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, and I do want to read that Spectre Omni. I definitely, but I'm in the middle of a milestone. I'm going to be focusing. I'll probably do one and then take a break, and do one and take a break. I've been reading a lot of Superman, and that's a good thing. I mean, I
Yep.
read, and
I my only thing with current Superman is don't tease me with, fake kid John if that's gonna be a fake out, because that'll just make me mad.
I saw him in that ad. I
And
wondered, yeah,
I'm
what the
like,
fuck? Don't piss me off.
yeah, you're dancing a fine edge. Don't piss me off because you've actually been doing a lot of good stuff in the Superman and the Action Comics run
And I
lately.
actually kind of like I like there was a team kind of formed in the DCKO. Hold on a second. That I liked. It's they're gonna have a new Teen Titans book, and I might give it a chance. I may give it a chance because I do like it's Speedy. It's or no, it's Red Hood with some existing characters like Mr. Terrific's son. Fair
Okay,
play.
wait, he was okay. I've seen the designs. And I couldn't recognize one of them.
He
That
was the very one. Yeah, they've given him jackets and stuff like
eh.
this, like hoodies. Yeah,
I'll
well,
be honest. I was not a big fan of any of those designs because it just looked like streetwear and non-identifiable. I don't know.
we'll see. I'm
Let
gonna give it a
you
chance
tell
because
me when it comes
I'm
out.
the recent Titans, Tom Taylor ones I've liked. I'd like a Titans book that I could, it's like Legion too for me. It's like, come on, can someone just do it right?
Yeah,
It's not that fucking hard. John's man, he's my second favorite run. I mean, there are people that in recent memory who could write it well. I think it's just hard. It's just hard. DC wanted to make them the premier one temporarily, and I
that
don't think
was
it. They put Taylor on it and sold better, and then he was off it. He only had two. He only had two big arcs, and then someone else came in, and they're canceled it. It's done. They're done with Titans, and that's part of the bigger plan. I'm fine with that. I just, I just write good stuff. Don't mess up stuff up. I would like for young John to be permanently back. You see, say there are two of them. I don't give a shit. That'd be great. I'm fine with that.
fine.
Fine. This is the one. I didn't go back in time. He went. That's not. You're from a different one.
Yeah,
That would be good. As if this is a John from a universe that does. And he's like, wait a minute. You're not. No, you're not. I'm their child, and that'd be the mystery.
yeah. There you go. Just bring. I'm sorry. It was a fail. It was a failed editorial and creative decision to age him up. It's never. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't.
Kid John is better, and we are gonna have to do an episode or two dealing with the Super Sons eventually this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, we're gonna do one definitely because I want to read that. Oh, I also got to jump into that. I'm glad I read the Jurgens stuff though. I'm glad I read it before that. I'm glad I was up to that. And there is the stuff after it is Jurgens and then miniseries. It's not even a whole. They're gonna do a second volume, but it's like two. It's like one arc and then a bunch of miniseries that he was in afterwards. It's like fuck. So okay, I don't know because he did it. I was confused why there were two omnibuses when I had everything in the hardcovers. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, it's for DC. Fingers crossed. DC's fingers crossed. Just I like to bring in some people back. I do want to at some point talk to you, but to bring back Dead Man,
Yep. Well, so long as
who's
he's
doing
not
it?
flying it's the people who did Ice Cream Man over at Image, and I've read like the first trade of it. It was like an okay horror anthology, like horror story book. So it's like okay, all right. I will definitely give that a shot. Again, so long as he's not flying a jet, I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Firestorm by Lemire.
Gonna check that out. I'm gonna check out Zatanna. I will probably check out. They're going to be doing a new The Demon. They're bringing Jonah Hex back, and I need to see who's writing that. That's gonna be very particular. Like the only one I know I'm gonna skip is like Lobo because I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not that way. I like Lobo when they do use him right,
A
but
little goes a long
long
way.
way. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like Dead Man. I like Dead Man when he was in Uncanny Avengers because it was that's all I had to deal with him. And Cable was there, and who I did want in it, and
Okay.
ended up two. They were two of my favorite characters. I was like, wow, what the fuck? You made me give a shit about Cable and Deadpool. That's real hard. The only other time I've ever liked Cable is when Ladrone was drawing him, and it looked just like glory. It reminded me of Keith Giffen Defenders art. That's
Okay.
that's the way
Okay.
it was. It was very specific reference, but um, all right. Well, we'll be back with a lot of stuff. Some of these things we've recorded out of order. Kirby's been, we did two today, get me a little ahead and get back up to speed and get some stuff in the can, which makes it easier for me to record. And there's some big stuff coming up in Opal City, and there's some fun stuff coming up from us. And we appreciate it. All right. As always, be safe, be smart, please be kind to one another in this really fucked up world right now, and read some comics. Read some Fantastic Four. You'll enjoy them.